Okay, so I told myself that it's important just to like use your voice in the morning. And when I used to chant, that was really a lovely time. Really enjoyed chanting with Tina. But our schedules don't align for us to do that very well unless I'm willing to get up at 4 in the morning, and I'm not. But something that I've been, I don't even know what the word is for this, but you know, we're taught to write. It's an important skill because the ability to transfer meaning, and especially in the age before video, um, was truly important. And writing is still exceptionally important in terms of getting something down solid. But something occurred to me yesterday as Mr. Robbins on the little tree line looking at me that for those of us who've been taught to think and to rationalize and to reason out decisions, like me, right? To think it through, it doesn't seem like that is. Let's go to like what is it? Neuroscience a little bit, where the part of your body, the brain, that has evolved to keep us safe and to coordinate complex movement is the brain. And the brain is intelligent, yes, but it doesn't have anywhere near the access to universal intelligence. And so if I'm asking myself in the morning, like, oh, what should I do? And I'm writing it all down as the first point of processing, I'm not sure if that's really going to get um, me closer to intuition or, say, my soul's purpose, or basically not just regurgitating what I have been told I'm supposed to do or would want to desire, and then just replicating that when I'm doing my own writing. Because the things that come out when I'm speaking with people in person, that interaction with the, we call it the energy field or the ideas. Now there's two Robins looking at me on the power line. Um, it's that interaction, it sparks something. And where was I going with this? I got distracted. So I am. This is the thing I'm trying to get used to because I was cleaning this desk and I still am. It's funny because when I'm on the phone with somebody, I find it like a just chatting with a friend. It's easy to explain some of these things, and I'm working on just loving and hearing my own voice again. Especially just because when you're freelance, and most of the time when you work, you're writing over email and you have quicker consults. Um, just exercising the voice. It's funny. It's you wouldn't think at the this particular age that I would not use my voice as much, but that's part of what's happened. Um, but yeah, the mind is usually trying to protect you, and thus being conservative and overthinking and going, oh, like why leave? Why do that? Or fantasizing or escaping. And I'm working on just accepting the fact that when, for example, I am at my best in many ways, I have this much energy and I can cover a lot of great thoughts. Not saying I'm coordinated about them right now because I've been considering like how would I, without getting myself completely and utterly sucked into social media, find a way to connect with more people. Maybe get a group of us who want to do similar things around like up leveling your life again. Like figuring out what morning routine actually does work and actually doing it. And I did that and I was really in a magical place a few years ago, but it was isolating. And who wants to be isolated when it's just, what is it, if you're like having a miserable time and nobody is around, that feels extra miserable. But like there's a new thing, newer to me thing, where sometimes you're just having a really good time, and not even an indulgent type of good time, but going like, wow, this is so much better than I thought it would be type of time. And it just felt like nobody around me like understood that or wanted or was willing to embrace that. Um, and that could have been just like the poverty consciousness. It could be, certain cycles repeating. Um, Basically, I want to do everything. Like, I want to do everything. I kind of want to talk about everything. And when it's in my mind, like things are connected, and it's like this image, and I see it. And sometimes I kick myself because I feel like I haven't given myself um, ways or more comprehensive vocabulary to talk about certain concepts. But when you really consider what some of that more complex jargon does, it is hard to communicate with the people who might actually need to hear what you're saying if you use said jargon. So it's not actually as big of an issue. I just, when you've got someone who's really, really, really good at what they do, and can basically explain it to someone who's not in their field, like super impressive, right? And that's a matter of connecting the dots across disciplines. And now it's like all the things that I had been saying, like in passing to people, kind of going like, this is what I really think. They're all things that are like coming to fruition now, and more people are accepting. And so, yeah, I could be quiet. I could just, I could just go about my life and not really be concerned. I can't tell if it's an ego or a soul part of me, because yes, there's the ego about like, oh, I'd like to be important and I'd like to be loved. And I don't know if it's ego as much as human need, but being able to serve in this way of sort of seeing, I forgot where I was going with this. This is what I get for essentially fasting on and off. I'm trying to do this. I've accidentally done one the other day, and not that my pattern of speech would indicate it right now, but I feel really good. And it just occurred to me that I found it easy to pull myself up this morning on the pull-up bars. The scale is so funny. It's not working, so I have no idea. But I think I'm under 120 right now. And when I was younger, I used to think that, being close to 100 pounds is pretty bad. like you're small, and thus in the neighborhood that I grew up in, like unsafe, because if you can't hold your own, like you could get taken advantage of. But now I'm realizing that even as early as middle school, I had been somehow I internalized the idea that like I'm not enough, right? So I need to like get bigger, I need to get stronger. I need to be this or that in order to XYZ, right? It turns out that's not the truth. Also, like, why is it that in the morning I feel like I have so many wonderful downloads? I didn't meditate. I just started happily moving around because I started feeling so much better after moving. I tried to, because I got up naturally at like 8, and then I was like, oh, if I basically snooze my alarm, like, can I go in and out of dreams? Which it's really fun when you do. Anyway, I think I've like rambled on for enough for now. Yesterday, I was like, not maybe, I set alarms for 3 times a day just to do some kind of posting. It comes up for me a lot where when this feels awkward sometimes, but when I'm one-on-one with anybody and I'm actually interacting with them, it's just satisfying. absolutely satisfying. I think that sort of connection is maybe what we're put, together on Earth to have. So, oh, will I post something later? My rational mind was like last night, oh, it would be so silly. You shouldn't post on YouTube and then post on TikTok and then post on Instagram each day. Like that's crazy. You need to focus. But that actually might be what happens because still in this place where you feel like it's chaotic because your own or my own like narrative is not at all linear, not in the least. But no one's really paying that much attention, right? And that's sort of the beauty of it. Not like no one cares about you, but like we're all in our own little places. And so, yeah, right now I have some Ethiopian food. I've got a massage. Did a little bit of yoga, did mobility. Oh, cracky wacky. I wanna play with AI. I wanna take this bike ride. I kind of wanna like leave on a bike ride and then, like stay out all day. It's also got some work to do. Yes. Might want to schedule acupuncture. Yes. Hello, kitten. All right, good for now. Oh, my face needs a stretch.